So in this video, I'll start talking about fiber optic cables. So what's special about fiber optic cables? Okay. So from the word optic means light. So fiber optic cables are designed for networking. Okay. Designed for networking. So these ones are designed for networking. Okay. They carry data in form of light. Okay. So they transfer information using light. Okay. And they reflect light from one end of the cable to the other. They reflect light end to end. Okay. So they use lasers as well. Okay, so what you should know about fiber optic cables in general, they use lasers as well. Other than that, you should know that with these fiber cables, optic fiber cables, they are immune to electromagnetic interference. Okay, immune to electromagnetic interference. Okay, so they're immune. And one thing you should also understand is that they transfer data at the highest speed. Okay. Transfer data at highest speed and longest distance. That's what they do. So they'll transfer data at highest speed and longest distance. For example, an optic cable is capable of transferring data over 40 kilometers. Okay. At what speed? Guess what speed? 100. Okay. Gigabytes per second. If you want fast internet, this is where to go. Go optic fiber. Go optic fiber optic cable route, because this is really good. 40 kilometers and transferring at 100 gigabytes per second. This is so fast. Okay. So this is what you need to know in general about fiber optic cable. So let's look at the design of a fiber optic cable in detail. So with the fiber optic cable, the way it's going to look, the design will look like this. Okay. So this is the cable. This is the other end, the other edge of the cable. So the first thing it will have is going to have a core at the center. Okay. And after it has a core at the center, it's going to have a first a core. Then it's going to have a buffer around it. And from a buffer, it's going to have a cladding. Okay, what they call a cladding and a jacket. So if I draw this in a cross section manner, it will be like this. You have a core. After the core, you're going to have the buffer that surrounds it. Okay, so you have the buffer. So other than the buffer, you're going to have around the buffer, you're going to have a cladding, and then you have the outer jacket like this. So cladding, then you have the jacket. You have a jacket like this. Okay. So let's start examining these components. So here what we have at the center is the core. So what is the function of the core? Okay, what does the core do? So the core will carry data signals in form of light. Okay, so the core will carry data signals in form of light. So the core is going to carry data signals in form of light to start with. Then after that, we come to the cladding too. What is the cladding going to do in this type of a cable? So the cladding is just going to reflect light into the core. Its job is to reflect light into the core. Because if light escapes the core, that means you have lost information. So it's going to reflect light into the core. So what's the job of the buffer? What is the buffer going to do? So the buffer is going to protect light from leaking. Protect light from leaking. So it's going to protect light from leaking. So these are the four components. Okay. Then the jacket. So this one prevents from external damage or protects from external damage. Okay. So we have the core that transmits the data in form of light. We have the cladding that reflects light into the core. We have the buffer that protects light from leaking, and we have the jacket. Okay. We have the jacket. What's the job of the jacket? The jacket is to protect the cable from external damage. Okay. So even optic fiber cables are in types. Okay. So the first type we're going to have. What is the first type? The first type is known as a single mode fiber. Okay. Single mode fiber. So single mode fiber, SMF. So what's special about a single mode fiber? So the single mode fiber is going to carry a single beam of light. Okay. Carry a single beam of light. So it will carry a single beam of light. So it has the highest bandwidth. It covers longer distances. Okay. So the second mode of fiber is going to be multi-mode. Multi-mode fiber. So MMF. So what's going to happen with the MMF? So what will happen with this one is that it has multiple beams of light. Okay, has multiple beams of light and transfers more data. So this one is going to cover short distances. Okay. Okay. So those are the types. So of a single mode fiber which covers long distances with a single beam of light, having the highest bandwidth over long distances. Then a multi-mode fiber is just going to have multiple beams of light, transfer more data, but to cover short distances. So this is what you need to know about fiber optic cables. Okay. So you need to know the core, the cladding, the buffer, the jacket, and also single mode fiber, and also multi-mode fiber.